Hey everybody, and welcome to another Sol Speaks Q&A session. I know this one's very late today, but I had to work late because tomorrow's Black Friday, and I'm working even later tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm just glad tomorrow's Friday and not live stream day. But, yeah, so I'll just wait for you guys to, mosey on over. And I'm just warning you, I am very tired. It was a very long day. It's like, how can a 6-hour shift feel like a 2-hour shift? And a 7.5 hour shift feel like fucking hours and hours. Anyway, hey guys. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hope you guys have all had a good Thanksgiving if you live in America. I don't. My Thanksgiving was in October and no one gives a shit about Canadian Thanksgiving. But, yeah, I hope your guys' Thanksgiving was good. Oh. Time is time, indeed. Time, what is it? Space is warped and time is bendable. Yeah, one sec. I have a shit taste in my mouth. Ugh. How was my day? Very, tiring. Extremely tiring, actually. Not that it was bad, just very tiring. Yeah, just got a shitty taste in my mouth. My Thanksgiving was in October, mate. Because I live in Canada. My favorite cartoon is Gravity Falls. Hello. I mean, the populace in general doesn't seem to give much of a shit about Canadian Thanksgiving, because we don't have giant parade floats and killing each other on Black Friday. Oh my god, I can't wait to see how many times I say sorry to people tomorrow, because I'm going to be bumping into people and doing the wrong thing and shit. It's just going to be, all I'm going to be hearing the whole time is just sorry. Just sorry. What do we call the Canadian equivalent of Native Americans? Aboriginals. We call them Aboriginals. What's my favorite thing to have on Thanksgiving? Roast. Roast and potatoes and broccoli. Delicious. No, not sorry for being Canadian. Just sorry. As in, you do this. Like, let's say this is a customer here, this can of Barks. And if you slightly brush them, even if you don't brush them, you just sort of come near them, you have to say sorry. It's gonna be, see, we in Canada like to kill each other with kindness, not with cleats. Luckily, I don't start until later in the afternoon tomorrow, so I'll miss the gigantic 6 a.m. wave. Why do Canadians say sorry a lot? Because we're polite to each other. You know, we care about each other as people, even if we don't know each other, and we just prefer to be polite over being rude. Yeah, that's right. It's common courtesy. Yeah, being rude isn't in a Canadian's DNA. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are lots of super rude Canadians, but in general... Ooh, look, there's Kumo. Hey, Kumo. Everybody loves you, Kumo. Thank you. It was a limited edition Nintendo poster. Why not? Canada's great. It's a great place to live. Although living in Vancouver is stupidly expensive. Obviously, I'm sure there are very extremely nice Americans, too. It's just... they stereotype Canadians as being kind and nice for a reason, you know? Oh god, seriously. You don't even need to do a doorbuster thing. I mean, sure, you might get some good deals on stuff, but to be honest, the deals aren't that good. I mean, would you seriously risk your safety to save like $200 on a TV? How's my weather? It's fucking pouring outside. It's gross. I can understand maybe getting into fights. You've probably been sitting in line for a while. It's probably cold as fuck, and maybe you brought your kids for some reason. I could see why, fighting, but killing each other? It's not worth it, man. Your life is worth a lot more than whatever you save on Black Friday. Do Canadians curse a lot? I don't know. I do, but, it's hard to judge because I haven't heard other cultures speak. My favorite YouTuber? It sort of changes, but I think overall it's probably I Hate Everything. I think he's a really good YouTuber, I think he's got really good editing, and I think he's very nice as a person, too. Plus I can sympathize with a lot of his feelings, for sure. I think we'd be good friends, if I could ever actually talk to him. But, well, I mean, I have spoken with him, but, not trying to be a friend with him. I just wanted to know something. Do I have a Wattpad? I don't know what that is. Zubu. Yeah. God. I feel so bad for him creating all these stupid memes. You left my channel for a bit, but now you're back? Well, welcome back. Always happy to have you. Your favorite YouTuber is Boogie? I don't watch Boogie. I don't know anything about him. Yeah, I'm sorry this was so late, but I had to work today. So, yeah, and I need to pick up as many hours as I can, because I was unemployed for so long. I'm very, low on money. In this day and age, anything will become a meme, yeah, so why is my show not a meme? I don't know. I guess my show is not meme-worthy. It's fine. I don't consider myself particularly funny. Who was my favorite person to collab with? Phantom Strider, for sure. Because I actually got to meet him and, actually do stuff with him in person, which was really fun. I did really enjoy the Fiction Addiction one, too. But, I just feel like the Phantom Strider one was just put together a lot better. Spooker Wooker? Yes, well that's technically not a meme, you guys just know about it. If you went to some random forum and said Spooker Wooker, no, everyone would be like, what? Make up a word? Splatch. There, that's my made up word, splatch. Oh, there goes Kumo. With his bum flying into the breeze. Yeah, I don't doubt that Boogie's a nice person, I just never watched him. I don't know, Splatch isn't very funny. Splash. Actually, when I see it written out like that, it's kind of funny. Splash. Do I know about the Robbie Rotten meme? No. I don't know what that is. Make up a new curse word? All I could think of would just be a variant of it pre-existing curse words. Squanch. Yeah. Think Justice League Action will be any good? I don't know. That's hard to say. Yeah, but that's a different kind of meme. That's a genetic meme, not an internet meme. Squanch. Squanch Tendo. I love how they run with that. It's great. Batchy? Well, that sounds kind of like bitch, so, I don't know, good try there. I don't know, what about wonks? What the wonks are you talking about? Yeah. He's such a wonk, Name an old meme? What about Sh55? That's a really old meme. Or, Papa Smurf, can I lick your ass? Or, the alphabet song, too. Do you have a new video today? Is it about Zoe fucking Burger again? Because we haven't heard enough about Zoe fucking wonking Burger. I mean, Jesus Christ, she's only the most talented individual on the planet. Anyway, are there any Canadian foods I like? I don't know. I guess maple syrup is pretty good. Will I ever review SpongeBob? Yes, eventually, for sure. Oh yeah, Chocolate Rain is pretty old, too. That's okay, no worries. Yeah, so? I didn't have Thanksgiving, because my Thanksgiving's in October. I didn't see Infinity Train, no. Any Batman series I plan to do? Yeah, I am gonna do Batman the Animated Series eventually. And, I sort of did one with Young Justice, but it wasn't about him. I'd like to do Brave and the Bold, too. I might do, like, a Bat-Tember or something like that. Or Bat-Vember, you know, if I did. Well, no, I couldn't do that because it's always December. I don't know, but let's just say it's not for next year. But, yeah. I am going to be doing Avatar review. That's like the 4 billionth time I've answered it, but yes. I am reviewing Avatar and Legend of Korra. Eventually. A Batman month? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. How do I feel about gay stuff? That's pretty vague. Hello. Have I heard of the show Making Fiends? No. Will I make a FAQ? What's the point of making a FAQ? No one's gonna look at it. You know. I have I have my list on the About section of my channel. Nobody looks at that. Any reviews I'm not looking forward to? No. Because if I didn't want to do them, I wouldn't schedule them. Yes. No, I haven't seen Ruby yet. Have I heard of Voltron Legendary? I know about Voltron. Do I have a Tumblr? God, no. I'm avoiding Tumblr like the fucking plague. I'd rather watch Genocide than watch Tumblr. How do I film live? I film with my camcorder and my lighting equipment and I film it. Oh, you mean how do I film live like this? Oh, I use my broadcaster. I use XSplit Broadcaster. How hard is scheduling my videos? Not very. I have a rule that prevents repetitions, so based on what I'd like, how many requests it gets, and to make sure it's not repetitive, it's actually pretty easy to schedule stuff. I don't know. I can't check my schedule right now. See, I think I'm like the only person on this planet who doesn't really care about YouTube's layouts. It never bothered me. How long does a video take for me to make? Depends on how long and or complicated the video is. So, something like the Box Trolls review took about 25 hours or so, which is pretty long because it was really special effects heavy with green screen, everything like that. But then something simpler like the Suicide Shop review, it took about 10 hours or so. Think I'll get The Last Guardian? Well, I gotta get a PS4 first. How's this week's review coming along? It's nearly done. I have to do about another 3 hours of work on it today, which is gonna be fun. But luckily I don't have to go to bed till late, so yeah. How long have I been uploading on my channel? Since February 25th, 2015. Oh, I am so fucking hyped for Rick and Morty Season 3. You have no idea. How's my internet speed doing? It's fine. Is there any video I made that was my favorite? Well, I try to stand behind all my videos. Obviously my old ones I'm not super fond of because I've come a long way since then. I'm actually the one that's my favorite, I have to say, is the Gravity Falls one, because I think it was a real watershed moment for my channel. It was the beginning of the 50 episode long story. And I just think that other than a couple little things I could have done better nowadays, I just think it turned out exactly the way I wanted it to. The music cues, the special effects, everything like that. The fact that it was filmed outside. One thing I would have changed is if I had my windscreen for the microphone. it would have been easier, or the audio wouldn't have been so bad. Do I live alone or with a roommate? I live with 2 roommates. How many times have I died on this show? I think it's up to like 7 now or something like that. Have I heard of Michael Bublé? Yes. What video was stressful to edit? The most stressful one I've ever edited, where it was like pushed to the fucking edge, was probably the Coraline review. I don't remember why it was so stressful, but I just remember being like completely frazzled the whole time. I like barely got it done on time. Will I do other crossovers in the future? I'd like to. I don't have any planned right now, but I generally don't go to people with offers because I always get rejected. Either they come to me or someone suggests them to me. Like, I got to do the guest spot with Pie Guy because someone actually suggested my channel to him, which was cool. It's just, I don't like to go to people for crossovers because they're usually doing their own thing, you know. Have I watched Tokyo Ghoul? Yeah, I saw the first 3 episodes of it, but it's too heavily censored. It kind of ruins it. Do I prefer PC, console, mobile, or handheld? In terms of raw computing power, PC is best, but in terms of just relaxing, consoles are best. Because keep in mind, I sit at this computer editing for hours and hours and hours and hours, so I can only really relax when I'm away from this fucking computer. So if I'm lying in bed playing my consoles, that's when I'm really relaxing. Do my family or friends watch my videos? My mom watches my videos, for sure, but that's probably it. I don't have any friends. Am I immortal? On the show I am. Oh, no, not immortal. That would imply that I don't age. I'm just undying. Any anime I hate that everyone seems to like? Not off the top of my head. Oh, actually, My Neighbor Totoro. I think that movie's okay. But that's kind of it. I just think it's okay. But everyone's like, oh, it's like a cultural phenomenon. It's a cultural icon in Japan. And it's like, I just didn't care for it. Do I have a PlayStation console? Yeah, I have a PS1 and 2. And 3. Was I in a university when I first started YouTube? No. I didn't even graduate high school, man. Will I do a review of Sword Art Online? Eventually, yes. Maybe. What's my favorite Tim Burton movie? Oh! Okay, a bunch of my figures just fell down. Are we having an earthquake or something? Well, anyway. My favorite childhood show? SpongeBob. It's probably SpongeBob. Have I seen Hamtaro? No, but I used to play with the toys a lot. Have I played Metal Gear Solid? Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 4 is the only one I've played all the way through. What game looks most interesting to me that's coming out? Breath of the Wild, whenever the fuck it comes out, and Kingdom Hearts 2.8 because I have to play it if I'm gonna understand Kingdom Hearts 3. Actually, none of my figures fell. It was just, oh, actually, my Pip-Boy fell down. My poor little Pip-Boy. Oh, and my Link and Sheik amiibos fell down, too. So yeah, my Link amiibo, my Sheik amiibo, my Pip-Boy, and this lovely, screen that I really enjoy fell down. I'll put them up later. What was my reasoning for the Ben 10 series review I did a long time ago? Because I wanted to do it. I was genuinely interested in Ben 10. I read the synopsis, I saw the character rundown, I was like, wow, this is a really good idea. And then I watched it and I'm like, it just didn't do it right. And then it just kept getting worse and worse. Do I play fighting games? No, but I do play brawler games like Super Smash Bros. And PlayStation All-Stars to a lesser extent. Have I seen Hyperdimension Neptunia? No. Do I ever go to any cons? Not really. I mean, I'm not much of a traveler. I'd like to go to cons in the future, but I'd only do it if I had a larger fan base. It would be bad for me to travel all the way to America to go to some con and only have, like, 2 people show up. Do I collect Figma figures? No. What cartoon crossover would I love to see? I hate crossovers in cartoons, so none. Actually, no. No, I wouldn't. What reason did I have for starting this YouTube channel? One reason was boredom, and the other was I had a Twitch channel before starting my YouTube channel, and I had a very small but loyal fan base on there, and they said, start a YouTube channel about video games. And I said, no, that's been done way too many times. So, the next best thing was cartoons, which I love equally, if not more so. And that was it. I started it, and it kept going, and I just never stopped. Have I ever been to Comic-Con? No. Did I watch Tokyo Godfathers? No, but, not yet. My favorite Disney movie is Hunchback of Notre Dame. How was it when I did the Danny Phantom review? What do you mean? What are my top 5 favorite posters? Let's see here. Whoops. I really like my boob-grabbing Suzumiya Haruhi poster. I love my Samurai Jack one. The anime one with Link on it, I really like. My Symphony of Goddesses posters I adore, too. And, my Natsume Yujin wall scroll, I really like, too. What's the meaning behind my name? It's taken from a line in one of my books. There's a character in it named Sol, and yes, he's a dude. And, yeah. The line is technically Eyes of Sol, but that sounds weird, so EyeofSol. What's my favorite Super Mario game? You know what? This is gonna sound weird because I know a lot of people really don't like the game, but it's Super Mario Sunshine. I think it has a really good atmosphere to it. When you grow up, you want to be a potato? Well, if Donald Trump can be president, then you can be a potato, my friend. What's my reaction to the newest Nintendo console? I don't know. Just nothing, you know? I just don't care anymore. I'm sure I'll get it, but yeah. My favorite animators? I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind right now. Will I ever review Ren and Stimpy Adult Party Cartoon? No, I don't think so. I mean, that's not a definite no. But I just don't want to. I just don't want to watch it. It's so wretched. Yes, I write books. I've written 4 books, actually. A bunch of TV pilot scripts, pitch bibles, all that stuff. Holy shit. God, maybe that was an earthquake. It's fucking loud outside. Favorite book? I don't know. Oh, I like the series of Unfortunate Event books. What are my favorite things about Canada? The fact that I can walk outside and not feel like I'm going to be shot. Will I show those pilots? They're scripts. There's nothing to show, you know. And no, actually, just to protect them, I'm not showing my scripts. Not that I think they're bad, it's just I think someone might steal them. Have I played Undertale? Yeah. I don't much care for it. Do I play Clash of Clans? No. Where can I find my other 3 books? They're not available, unfortunately. I never was able to, format them properly for online reading, so only the first part's available online. To be honest, I'm not done the 4th part yet. There was like 100 more pages I had to write and I just stopped doing it. Which just is not really like me. Normally when I start something, I fucking finish it. But yeah, I think it's because nobody cared and I wanted to move on to new projects, so it's kinda unfinished, but there are 3 parts that are done. Did I read the Harry Potter books? Oh yeah, a lot. Do I hate any games that everyone loves? Not really, no. Do I hate my old videos? I hate them in that it's embarrassing because the difference in quality is pretty vast, but I don't hate them because I still stand by my opinions and everything. It's just in terms of quality, I can't watch them without cringing like crazy. No, okay, I don't use the word underrated, so no. Team PS or Team Xbox? Depends on who you are and what you want. Neither is worse or better than the other, in my opinion. It just depends on who you are. Have I seen Fantastic Beasts? No. I haven't played Shadow the Hedgehog, so I don't know. Yeah. You know, someone just gave me the Sheik amiibo. They just walked up to the booth I was working at the time, and they just dropped it, and they're like, "Here, I bought this for you." And I said, "Thanks. That was nice of you." Will I be doing any more Geeks versus Nerds debate? I don't have the time, man. They require a lot of preparation. I don't use the words overrated or underrated at all. It's all just a matter of opinion. Of course I've heard of the Nostalgia Critic. What's my favorite animation company? Japanese, it's Shaft, and North American, it's Bardell. God damn, I'm tired. I already answered that. My favorite review of mine is Gravity Falls. I'm not ever planning to review any Dragon Ball's cartoons at all. And no, I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho. My favorite web series? At one time it would have been Bravest Warriors, but now I just don't really give a shit. Was I inspired by the Nostalgia Critic? Sort of. Kind of. I wanted to be as funny as him. Or funnier. But I don't think I am. I think he's a lot funnier than I am. What's my favorite anime? Mononoke. You know, the anime series Mononoke, not the fucking movie. Do I like giant monsters or giant robots? No, not really. Favorite music from Kingdom Hearts series? I really like Dearly Beloved. I love Scherzo di Notte. God, I just love so much music from the Kingdom Hearts series, it's hard to say. I'm not going to be reviewing anything One Piece, I already said that. On my top 5 things I'm never going to review. No, I've seen some of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it doesn't interest me at all. It looks stupid. Well, I'm glad you guys find me funny, because I personally don't think I'm very funny. Although, to be honest, there is one moment in this current review that I'm making that makes me laugh. Hopefully it'll make you guys laugh too. My favorite animals besides cats are owls. I love owls. Snowy owls, barn owls. Especially barn owls. They're like happy little ghosts. They're so cute. Will I review Happy Tree Friends? What's the point? You know, it's nothing but shock humor and violence. My least favorite Pixar film, Cars 2. Splash, yeah. My favorite anime intro? You know what, the one that really sticks out in my mind is the Kiseiju Sei no Kakuritsu one. That one just, it really sticks in my mind. What are my thoughts on cartoons being cancelled? It's pretty annoying when they're cancelled before their time, like Wander Over Yonder, but cartoons have to be cancelled eventually. I mean, if they don't, they turn into SpongeBob, or The Simpsons, or Fairly Odd Parents. How is the temperature in Canada? It's cold, because it's like nearly winter. In the Adventure Time review, I said I didn't care for Flame Princess. Can I expand on that? See, I'd like to expand on it and say there's one really gigantic reason why I don't like her, but to be honest, there's just something about her I don't like. One thing is definitely her voice actress. I don't like her voice, to be honest, which, yeah, sounds petty, but it's just the way I feel. But What is it about her I don't like? I don't know. It's just something about her just rubs me the wrong way. Have I seen a certain magical index? Yeah, when I went to a convention, I saw the first 2 episodes. Will I review Sailor Moon? Not unless you want me to see. Not unless you want to see me bitch about Sailor Moon for like 20 minutes. I hate Sailor Moon. It's just so vapid and pointless and stupid, in my opinion. I don't ship at all. Do my roommates help or watch or help me with my videos? Every so often they help out. They don't watch my videos, but every so often they do a little bit of help. I try not to ask them though because it's not really their thing. What would it take for me to review hentai? It would have to have a good story, actual well-rounded characters, and something of merit besides sex. Any game series I wish would stop? Not really. It's not much of my business. They can do it for however long they like. I mean, I would like Kingdom Hearts to stop fucking around and just make Kingdom Hearts 3 already, but I don't want it to stop. What do I do in my spare time? Asking that question as if I have spare time. In my spare time, I watch cartoons, which doesn't even qualify as spare time. Favorite retro games? I don't know. Depends on what, it depends on how retro we're going here. My favorite, well, I can't drink coffee because it gives me, panic attacks. But when I did drink coffee, French vanilla was my favorite. Am I a fan of AVGN? Yes, he is a major influence on my decision to become a reviewer. Worst moment of Kingdom Hearts has to be that fucking stupid moment when they pretend that Goofy died. Like, he gets hit by a rock in the head and they get all sad and they're like, oh, Goofy's dead. It's like, oh my god, you guys, just stop. Like, that's so embarrassing. And then he just shows up later and he's like, gee, that hurt. And it's like, gee, he's a cartoon character. He gets hit by rocks probably the minute he wakes up. Do I watch anyone from Channel Awesome? Yeah, Nostalgia Critic and Linkara, and I'd like to start watching the Cinema Snob. I think he's probably funny. Do I have any funny cat stories? Yeah, like 1,000 of them. Favorite mobile games? Pocket Mortys is probably my favorite. Mystery Room, which I really wish they'd make a goddamn sequel to. Yeah, just kind of those two. Have I played I've played all the Kingdom Hearts games. NES games? I don't really play much NES, to be honest. Panic attacks from coffee? Can I elaborate on that? It's just the amount of caffeine. I already have anxiety. It's not severe anxiety. It's kind of just sort of mild to moderate. It doesn't like kill me all the time. It's just every so often I have a little bit. I had one of the worst panic attacks I've ever had. Not so long ago, right before I got fired from my job. Yeah, so, I don't know, coffee just seems to exacerbate my anxiety. So, have I ever been pranked? No. I've been beaten up, but not pranked. My least favorite review, yeah, it's the Pokemon the First Movie collab review with Bulbatube. Oh, no. I can drink caffeine. Like, I have a can of Barks right here. It's just something about coffee, it just really flares up my anxiety. Worst boss fight in Kingdom Hearts? Well, I mean, I know how to do them now, but at the time when I was younger, the second battle with Demyx was like it wasn't even hard or anything like that. It's just that time when you have 10 seconds to kill 10 versions of him and you might fuck up and then you have to watch the whole scene again, unless you skip it, and then you have to do it all over again. It's like, so, dance, water, dance! You know, just, yeah. Have I ever thought of reviewing a children's show? I don't really see the point, you know. I mean, it's not like impossible or anything. It's just not really high on my priority list. Have I beat all the council members in Pock Mortys? Yeah, I only have 2 Mortys left to catch. The new ones, the Dough Morty and Cup Morty. But I kind of stopped playing the game. Do I have a favorite Nintendo character? I really like Link. He's good. I love Professor Layton, even though he's technically a level 5 character. I like Luigi, too. I love Luigi. Favorite character in Kingdom Hearts? I want to say Terra, but I don't know. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna say Terra. Do I plan to review Chowder? It's not impossible. How was meeting Phantom Strider? It was great. We had a lot of fun. I brought all my equipment to his hotel room, and we filmed, and it was a lot of fun. Just meeting him, too. And of course, he's way taller than I thought he'd be. And I'm not that short, either. I'm about average size for my age. So he's quite tall. Is Pocket Morty's taking up a lot of space in my phone? No. Ah, stop falling down things up there. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Do I like or hate 90s Kid? I really like 90s Kid. I think he's funny. Do I think Pokemon should stop with their endless amounts of generations? Hey, Pokemon can do what they want. Do I love the color green? I like the color green. My favorite color is actually red. You know why the color green is the motif of my show? It's because of this. It's because this jacket that I was wearing here, in the avatar that I have made, so Patricia Bogowski, the girl who made my online persona avatar, she drew it with this jacket on. So whenever people search up my channel, they see this jacket, and they assume that my color palette is green. So everyone does all the fan art in green. They like to keep my motif in green. But to be honest, my personal motif, I think, is red. But, yeah, so it's just because of this jacket, everyone thinks my motif is green, and hey, that's fine with me. You know, that's totally fine. Could be worse, it could be pink. Do I have a catchphrase? No. How do I feel about Adventure Time ending? It's fine with me. You know, as long as they tell a good story, I don't really care. Any advice on becoming a good YouTuber? Have some humility. Don't think you're a celebrity just because you have a bunch of subscribers. Keep at it. Always improve yourself and your product, your creations, and listen to feedback. I know some days it can be harder to listen to feedback when people are just on your ass all the time, and, you know, some days you're in a bad mood and someone insults you. Sure, you can flare up a bit, you can be mad, but, yeah, you have to listen to feedback, good and bad. I mean, if someone is criticizing you and it's not constructive, do what you want, but if someone is giving you constructive criticism, you have to take it into account. My favorite color is black. Although if we're being technical, it's red. Black and red. I love black and red. You can tell because like all the shirts I wear are either black or red. I have like a couple blue ones, but that's it. Do I feel that Steven Universe has too much filler episodes? Kinda. Yeah, sorta. If it's animated, I'll comment on it. Isn't technically the catchphrase. It's more of the tagline. Would I like to see my enemies suffer? I don't really have any enemies, to be honest. How do I feel when I get fan art? Dude, I love fan art. Like, you can't even... I don't know if you've ever had fan art made of you guys, but it's just... It just means so much to me that you guys would take the time to, I guess, immortalize me. I know that sounds really vapid, but it's just, it means so much to me that when you guys do fan art. It's literally my most favorite thing to get. And I love each and every piece. No matter what the quality is, I love each and every piece. Do I have any Steven Universe merchandise? No, I don't like the show that much. How am I on Star vs. the Forces of Evil? Well, the second season's definitely weird so far. I'm going to be doing a follow-up on it pretty soon. Am I going to review Cowboy Bebop? Yeah, eventually. What if I find fan fiction of myself? If someone actually took the time to write fan fiction about me, even if it was totally shite, dude, I would be so flattered. Like, you have no idea. Do I plan to re-dye my hair? Yes. I need to get my hair cut. It's been ages since I got my hair cut. I was gonna get it silver and blue, but I think I should go back to silver and red. I don't know, what do you guys think? Silver and what? Okay, and not pink. So silver and anything but pink. What do you guys think? Have I ever noticed that Tim Burton isn't as good as he used to be? Yes. Most disturbing anime or cartoon I've seen? There was one that was really weird. It was Morio no Hako. That was pretty weird. It was a guy who trapped himself in boxes and starved to death. That was pretty creepy. Kiseiju Sei no Kakuritsu is fairly creepy. Nothing really like, whoa. Why do I hate the color pink? I don't hate it necessarily, it's just that I don't like it on my body. What about black with red? See, I'd like to keep myself a platinum blonde, to be honest. I used to dye my hair black, and that was when I was a shitty, miserable teenager, so I just prefer a platinum blonde. Like, don't get me wrong, black hair is sexy, it's just... I feel like my attitude improves when I have platinum blonde. Silver and red? Yeah, I'm leaning more towards silver and red, too. I have to consider my job, too. I don't want crazy hair. What's my favorite episode of Gravity Falls? It was Not What He Seems. Now I think it's Weirdmageddon Part 1. No, Part 3. I dislike comics. Okay, so it's not that I dislike comics, I just don't read them. That's why I watch Linkara, because he reads the comics for me. And he's funny, he's interesting, he's got good stories. And just to be fair, I didn't watch Linkara when I started my stories. I started watching him around April this year. So, yeah, but no, I think he's got really good personality, he does a really good job with his reading of comics, and I like him a lot. I've spoken to him before. He's very polite, super nice, too. And he gave me permission to use his clip of the Superboy Prime voice in my Young Justice review, which was very nice of him. Which part of my hair would I dye silver? So it would basically be the same as if you saw my Help I'm a Fish collab with Fiction Addiction, pretty much the same as that there. Do I watch more Marvel movies? Nah, not really. I saw Iron Man and I didn't like it. Least favorite Studio Ghibli film? I haven't seen them all yet, so I don't know, but my least favorite one I've seen so far is definitely My Neighbor Totoro. But keep in mind, I've only seen 4 of the movies, so I need to watch the rest. Any thoughts on Mighty Magiswords? I don't have any opinions on it, but I don't like the way it looks. Like, the design just doesn't appeal to me. What are my Christmas plans? Well, Sol's Holiday Fuckfest is returning for another round, and I've got a whole new lineup of movies to get through. One of them I hope will be the next, well, no, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just say that this one, the first one I'm doing, I hope it's gonna be something. Oh, Ponyo, 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 fishy in the sea. Tiny little fishy, who could you really be? Ponyo, 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 magic sets you free. God. Yeah, I haven't seen all of Ponyo, but I think it's way too twee and cutesy for me. Do I know any other language than English? Yeah, Japanese. What do I think of Princess Mononoke? I haven't watched it yet. I still need to watch that one. Do I like Chinese or Mexican food? No, I am super boring when it comes to... I mean, I like tacos, for sure. But, like, actual Mexican food? Yeah. The most kawaii anime I've ever seen, Ore Monogatari, was so cute and sweet, it was just sickening. Have I ever laughed at something that wasn't meant to be funny? Oh yeah, like a million times. I have a kind of fucked up sense of humor. Like, there was this one time I was watching an anime where a guy's head exploded and I started laughing my ass off. Because it was funny. Head explosions are funny. No, this year's holiday fuckfest is not going to be nearly as sad as last time. It just ended up being really sad. R&B or country? No, neither. What's something that made me cringe? A lot of stuff. Like, the entirety of Vine makes me cringe. Musically makes me cringe. A lot of stuff on YouTube makes me cringe. Ever vomited rainbows? No, but the last time I vomited vomit was when I was 11. So it's, holy crap, it's been 11 years since I last puked. And that better not jinx me, because that's still a supreme phobia I have. Yeah, well, I wasn't singing it in key. I was going off key for the Ponyo song. I just wasn't trying very hard. Ponyo, 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 Sakamarumi. Am I going to die in this holiday fuckfest? I don't know, maybe. Have I seen Green Green? No, I don't know what that is. Have I seen Death Battle? No. I'm not 21, I'm 22. Am I glad Vine is shutting down? Yeah, kinda. In a way, I guess. I mean, I don't like to celebrate Schadenfreude, but I hate Vine. Favorite theme song? I don't know, I like so many of them. Least favorite cartoon? Of the ones I've seen, Legend of the Crystals and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog are tied for the worst. Have I seen My Name? What? Do I watch any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoons? No. Doesn't interest me, to be honest. Worst theme song from a cartoon? It's hard to say, but you know, one I really don't like is the regular show theme song, because it's not a theme song, it's just one note. So, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I haven't seen that. I watched like 5 episodes of the Danganronpa anime, and I think because they colored the blood purple, it didn't interest me. Am I a hipster when it comes to music? No. I mean, I'm picky when it comes to music, for sure. But I don't go around saying, like, oh, you know, I listen to J-rock and that makes me better than you. I don't say that kind of stuff. It's just my opinion. My opinion is not the most valuable thing on earth. In fact, it's probably the least valuable thing on earth. Just because it's mine doesn't mean it's any more valuable than anyone else's. Have I seen Kill la Kill? No. I don't watch Fairy Tail. Have I seen Power Rangers? No. It looks ridiculous. Who's my favorite music composer or arranger? Nobuo Uematsu is my favorite. Koji Kondo's really good too. Will I review 12-Ounce Mouse in the future? I don't know, maybe. Will I do any Video Brain Kato movies? What's the point? Everyone else already got to them. You know, I was actually planning to do a Video Brain Kato month, and then IHE did his Not Disney collection, and then Phantom Strider did a video too, and it's like, why even bother? Everyone knows they suck. Least favorite fusion from Steven Universe? Probably the one that's played by Nicki Minaj. Whatever her name is. Splash! You can't let that go, can you? If I wrote a new book titled Splash, what would it be about? Well, I can guarantee you it wouldn't have a happy ending. thoughts on Musically and give a reason why I hate the app. It's the most vapid, stupid, self-aggrandizing, shallow piece of shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I hate it. Am I going to see Moana? Meh. I don't know, maybe. Least favorite collaboration? I'd say the Bulbatube one, but that technically wasn't a collaboration. It was more just my video appeared on his channel. I don't know. It's rude to say least favorite collaboration. Have I seen Pope Town? No. Will I review Where the Dead Go to Die? I don't know, maybe. What music artist makes me cringe the most? None, really. I mean, Christmas music makes me cringe, but not any specific artist makes me cringe. Do I plan to do any Spider-Man series? Yeah, I would like to do some eventually. My opinions on video games becoming TV shows? I don't really care as long as they do it okay. Doesn't really matter to me. Will I review Lazy Town? I don't know. Let's just say I have a plan for all this. Am I planning to do some anime reviews? I've already done like 15 of them. Maybe not that many, but I do review anime. Have I played Virtua Fighter? No, I'm not really a one-on-one fighter fan. Yeah, next year's animated movie scene is gonna be great. Well, thank you. Do I have characters in my show? Well, technically speaking, Sol herself is a character. I mean, technically speaking, the voiceover part is really me, is not a character, but the on-screen persona of Sol is a character, because obviously the real me doesn't have superpowers, so yeah. Any cartoon characters that I would hug? Oh my god, Itoshiki Nozomu from Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. I just want to give him a hug. He's so sad all the time and suicidal, but he's funny about it. Do I like DreamWorks movies? Yeah, but not all of them. Have I seen Irresponsible Captain Taylor? No, but I know of it. Will I review Ruby Gloom? I don't know. Favorite superhero show? So far, of the ones I've seen, is Danny Phantom. Even though I technically rated it lower than Young Justice, I do think Danny Phantom is closer to my heart. Yeah. Have I seen the trailer of Cars 3? No, but I heard it's like supposed to be dark and edgy or something like that. That's ridiculous. How can you make Cars dark and edgy? It's stupid. What's my favorite number? It used to be 19. Then it was 13. Now I don't know anymore. If I was a superhero, what would my name and power be? It would be Sol, and my powers would be the powers I currently have. My favorite character on Danny Phantom is Danny Phantom. Although I do like Vlad, too. I just wish he didn't become so stereotypical villainish at the end. He was actually interesting as a villain. Have I seen the trailer for the Smurfs? No. Will I review Shrek? Maybe. Do I like the concept of Generator X? Well, seeing as how I reviewed it and said I liked the concept of Generator X, that would be a yes. Will I review Buster and Chauncey's Silent Night? Yeah, but not this year. I think the darkest thing about Cars 3 is just that it exists. What's the worst anime movie I've watched? I tend to not go for bad anime movies, so I don't know. It's hard to say. God damn, I'm tired. What okay, sure, why not? Do I still have nightmares about Robotnik's smooth voice? No. If my opinions were to change from my reviews, what would I do? Nothing. My reviews are my reviews, man. I don't do retractions. The only reason I do retractions is if I got facts wrong. Obviously, my opinion can change over time. What show has the best art style, in my opinion? You know what? It's a close tie between Gravity Falls and Wander Over Yonder. I love the lighting in Wander Over Yonder. That's something I didn't mention in my review, to be honest. I was rambling on about stupid things. But no, the lighting effects, it's so visually interesting. But Gravity Falls, I just love the character designs. I love the background designs. Everything works so well for it. In terms of anime, my favorites are Natsume Yujincho and Noragami, and to a lesser extent, Mononoke. I don't like Christmas specials, really. What's the dumbest thing I've ever seen? Oh, I could go on forever about the dumb things I see. Are there any YouTubers that make me cringe? No, I mean, I tend to not watch ones that are bad. There was that stupid, Sammy Sonic fan or some shit like that was pretty bad, but I'm pretty sure he was a troll. I don't have a favorite type of genre. I just like things that have good stories, good characters, and progress well, don't have plot diarrhea. Who's my favorite superhero? I don't really have a favorite superhero. What is Whatabee? That's my studio, Whatabee Studios. Can I do the rubber pencil trick? I don't know what that is. Do I know how to fight? I know how to kick people really hard, but other than that, no. GTA or Saints Row? I've only played GTA, so I'm gonna have to say that, but I don't really care for GTA all that much. Do I know what Akinator is? Yes. B-movie is creepy. It's just really, really creepy, and it has, the weirdest progression. Have I ever heard of Atomic Puppet? No, I don't know what that is. Who do you got into animation? I don't understand the question. What's my opinion on Hoshino Kabi? I really like it. I wish it wasn't so Monster of the Week at times, but it's so cute. The curve is so adorable. But only the Japanese version. The English version can suck a giant hairy ass. Am I in a relationship with someone? No. I would have to observe them through a very powerful telescope. I'm not going to review the Nut Shack because it's popular. You know, it's a meme right now, and I don't bandwagon off of memes. Have I, best anime? Mononoke. Yeah, I said I want to do Spider-Man shows eventually. What's a movie or show I can recommend to people? Watch my reviews and then you'll see it. I'm not going to review The Nut Shack. Because you know why? If I review The Nut Shack, then everyone will say, you're just doing this because you want to profit off the memes. So no. That's the thing is, I don't bandwagon on these stupid things. It's like people who are reviewing the new Ben 10 reboot and it's not even out yet. How do you do that? Or maybe it is out and I don't know, but or it's people who review one episode of a new series. It's just, no, I don't do that. And that's why I'm not very popular. I mean, there's probably other reasons, but one thing is I don't bandwagon off of trends. Where's my stress chain? It's right here. I don't do things to be ironic either. I don't use amino, whatever that is. Do I like Wallace and Gromit? Of course. He's so gentlemanly. I don't much like the movie, though, Curse the Were-Rabbit. I could take it or leave it. Have I thought about doing reviews of long series by the season? No, because then that would get too repetitive, and like I said, I have a rule against repetition. So, I did have a thought of breaking it down, so, like, The Simpsons do it seasons 1 to 10, seasons 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, and then the rest. You know, yeah. But, that's hypothetical. So yeah, I don't do it. Anyway, we're past the hour mark here, so, we're gonna finish this up. Anybody have any questions, comments, and, last things you wanna say? Can I review Monster Musume? I don't know, eventually. Alright, have a good night. I don't like Disney live-action movies. I don't care for them. No, I'm not a big fan of Godzilla. I haven't watched the Powerpuff Girls reboot, but it looks fucking stupid. It looks, not just stupid, it looks insulting, to be honest. It's insulting not only to the characters and the concept, but it's insulting to Craig McCracken. Do I believe in stuff like ghosts or aliens? No. Review tomorrow? Of course, Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. No matter what, unless I'm sick. Or moving that one time. Will I review One Punch Man? Again, I'm not going to bandwagon off of memes, so not for a while at least. Am I excited for reboots? No, I don't like reboots. In general. Yes, I did a review of My Little Pony. All of it. And then a follow-up. And also Equestria Girls. Splash. One Punch Man is absolutely a meme. That's why it became so popular so fast, is because it turned into a meme. I haven't seen Stargate animated series. Okay, I have to get back to work and finish this episode and then die of exhaustion, so thanks for watching, everyone. I'm surprised so many people showed up because it's so late. But, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed tonight. Q&A session, and I hope you enjoyed tomorrow's review. It's one that's had a long time coming, so yeah, it's the last series review of this year too. So enjoy it, hopefully, and I will see you guys later. Splatch and goodbye. Yes, splatch and goodbye, everyone. Bye.